Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Let's Eat LI, where our table is set for you. Very exciting day today. We have bagels, a brunch, I guess we could call it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we got brunch with compliments of Wally's Bagels. Okay, we have Linda and Jen from Wally's Bagels, and we have our vets and comedians. We have to my right, no stranger to Let's Eat LI. We have Amerigo Flavin, and we have Mr. Bill, the General.
The General.
General Bill.
Uh-huh.
Okay, here we go. So before we start, we also have, being it's brunch, we have coffee, which I made right here that Amerigo and I are going to join in on. So I'm going to get to that right now. Okay, what I'm going to do right now is tell you about the coffee that we have. It's from our sponsor, Montoro Cafe. Okay, Robert T. Johnston is actually a disabled vet from the Marine Corps, and he has his company called Montoro Cafe, and he sells his coffee online, wholesale and retail. It's a great product. I'm going to invite you into what I do every morning, actually. I brew in this little brew thing right here. I brew myself some Montoro Cafe, and I watch the news. I have my cup of coffee.
Catch up on your Spanish.
I have a bagel. What's
Catch
that?
up on your Spanish.
Catch up on my Spanish. See, and also I don't like to watch the news when I drink coffee because I get too upset. So I usually look for a good rerun of Kojak or
Kojak.
or Magnum PI or a good movie. You know, on Sundays I watch Sherlock Holmes movies, the old ones. Okay, we have someone calling. Hold on a minute.
It's Montoro.
Let's see the lie. Who's this?
Hello there, is it Felix? How you doing, buddy?
Hey, how you doing, Dennis?
Not bad.
Dennis is our #1 fan. He calls every show. So let's everybody give a
All right, Dennis.
What's up, Dennis?
Yeah, Dennis.
He's also known as
Dennis the Menace?
DJ Love, right, Dennis?
Ooh.
That's right.
Wow.
Right. He DJs. He does that for a side business, you know. And he's going to have his own show. Well, he's going to do a show here in August.
August 17th.
August 17th. Dennis is going to appear here on Gov's Radio, right, Dennis?
That's right.
Right. And he was already on my show, and we're going to have him on again. As a guest. Yeah. Because we love Dennis, right, Dennis? We love
That's right. We gotta love you guys too. You guys are awesome too.
Dennis got married right here in the studio, by the way.
Get out of town.
All right.
So we treat our
loyalty.
Awesome.
our fans great, right, Dennis?
Oh yeah.
Dennis, I fed Dennis like there was no tomorrow when he was on, right?
Oh, he's a big boy.
I had Zorns on. You guys know Zorns?
No.
Zorns.
I haven't had
And then I
Zorns
had
in years.
Emily's Apple Puffs on.
Wow.
So,
And they were so good, actually. I tell you guys,
So
they were
Dennis-
delicious.
Wait a minute. Let me get
Dennis
this straight.
had-
You didn't have my number or something? What
yes,
happened with that?
I should invite you guys next time. So Dennis had lots of Zorns, ribs and chicken and mashed potatoes and stuff like that. Then he had Emily's Apple Puffs, which this guy deep fries.
And they were delicious
everything.
too.
Oh, I bet.
He brought in Zeppelis. He brought in deep fried Oreos, deep fried rainbow.
How much
cookies,
could you guys eat?
Deep fried Pop Tarts.
Dennis, you're a big boy, huh? Dennis, like us.
Oh yeah.
What?
Dennis is a big boy like us.
Yes. Dennis is a big boy, but he can handle it though. I gotta tell you, I couldn't even touch the deep fried Pop Tart. I couldn't.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
and I can sing real good too, guys too. Also,
What?
I think I could sing too.
Right. At least two he could eat. Dennis was doing great. All right. So Dennis, we're gonna go now. All right.
All right, cool. I'll see you later, Felix.
Good talking to you, Dennis. Have a good night.
Talking to you,
You
Dennis.
too, but I'll see you guys later. Guys, like I said, God's Radio #1.
All right. Thank you.
Thank
See you guys later.
Thank
is
you,
number
man.
one. Take care.
Bye, Felix. See you later.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
He's got to go back to drinking coffee anyway.
Let's go back to drinking coffee. That's my favorite pastime in the morning. I know not everybody's coffee lover, but I really do love coffee, you know. And probably you too, like growing up in either Latin or Italian family.
All day long, I
Coffee
drink coffee.
is prevalent no matter what.
Probably not good for you, but look at me.
Right.
I'm 40 years old. I look all right.
Right. I mean, my family, they always kept that espresso pot on the stove because it was like a teapot, basically, in most homes. And then as a baby, I got pictures of me dunking Italian bread into a bowl of coffee. You know what I mean?
With the butter dripping in the
Everything,
Oh, my
man.
God.
Oh, it was unbelievable.
Isn't that illegal to sell babies coffee?
I
or-
think I don't know. Maybe that's why I'm like freaking out all the time in the morning or something. I don't know. But anyway, so we have Montoro Cafe. I brewed. I have the drip version, which I brewed here. Okay, it's 100% Arabica Colombian coffee. Okay, which is what I learned is there's two types. There's Robusto, and then there's the Arabica. Arabica is a higher more
blend.
specialty blend. Yes. So this is 100% Colombian coffee. When you order this coffee, first of all, you get it in a nice sealable pack like this,
Nice.
vacuum packed. which is
Yeah.
nice. And when you place an order with Robert, it takes approximately 3 days because what happens is he puts the order in and they roast the coffee for you. It's not like it's sitting on a shelf roasted.
Right.
They roast the
my
coffee
God.
for you, whether it be in the beans, whether it be in espresso or in the drip, and he sends it out to you. Okay, and I tell you, I'm not just saying it because he's a sponsor, but it's a good cup of coffee.
Yeah,
You know, I have it next to my Starbucks that I had, and I use this much more. I don't really use
Oh,
Starbucks
yeah.
much, you know, but it's really good. Again, he sells it on retail and wholesale.
I like the fact the guy's a vet.
Yeah, he's a vet too. He was in the Marine Corps from 1972
God bless
to
you.
75. Weren't you in around that time?
Yeah.
You weren't in the Marine Corps, but you were in the Army.
Well, let me ask you this question. He's in West Virginia?
He's in West Virginia. It's an online business, though. He doesn't.
Oh, we can't do a road trip?
No, because he doesn't have
Come
a coffee.
on.
No, I always thought he had a coffee cafe, but
Something.
he doesn't.
No.
It's his business. It's an online business.
All
But
right,
he
Robert,
may come
we're
up
not-
here, though. I heard he's coming up here. So.
Nice.
Get out of town.
But maybe later on in the year, if you guys want to form a road trip, I'm all for it, man. Vets on the road with
We're
Felix,
in.
man.
We're in.
You
We're
know
going
what
to
I
use the
mean?
92 van that I
What do you
found.
think? Vets
We
on the
get-
road with Felix? With
we'll-
Flex?
Yes.
With you,
Chef Flex,
we
man.
need a double decker bus, man. There'd be that
At
many
least
people
that.
that
I
want
I
to
got
go
the
with you.
92
wheelbarrow.
van. Come on already.
Right.
I found
So-
a 92 van in East Marichis with 18,000 miles on it. I fixed it all up. It looks like mint. It looks like
And
showroom.
we'll go,
We're
right?
taking it. That's the
My
gonna
wife
be.
will love you guys taking me out of her hands
I
for
bet.
a
Yes,
week.
I bet.
yes, I'm
In fact,
sure.
we're
And
going
my
to
son,
ask.
too. He'd love
We're
that,
going to ask
too.
if she could pay us,
All right,
but it's
so
all right.
anyway, just getting back to the Montoro Cafe. It's Montoro Cafe, Caffe. Okay, that's how you spell it. You could go on montorocafe.com. You could go on Bob at montorocafe.com. Okay, and you could go on a beacon of coffee hope.us. Those are 3 ways that you can get this coffee.
Wow.
All right. Actually, I was thinking about the translation in Italian. Montoro Cafe, I believe, means Bull Mountain coffee. If I'm
Ooh.
not mistaken.
Wow.
Well,
Could be
Mont
Toro,
and
right?
Toro,
It's
yeah.
Bull.
Unless there's a mountain called Montoro, maybe.
I don't know.
Mont.
There was a car named the Toro.
Anyway, I'm stretching that. Anyway,
That
so
was the Montero.
once again,
Well,
we're gonna
close
have
enough.
this. Americo and I, we're gonna enjoy the coffee.
Oh, yeah.
I know
Thank
guys
you,
don't
Bob.
Drink any coffee? Yes, thank you, Robert T. Or as I call him, Bobby T.
Bobby T.
All right, and we're gonna enjoy your coffee with our show today. Okay, so that's it. Now we're gonna get into our show. First of all, does anyone know the origin of brunch? Anyone? No.
Probably lunch and breakfast combined.
Well, that's very good. That's a good
Oh,
guess.
wow.
Wow.
I mean,
Wow.
I'm just throwing. I'm just
Wow,
throwing
that
this
was
out
good.
No coffee for you.
So that's
Hence
correct.
the word. I don't know.
That's
Am I
correct.
close? Okay.
Actually, it started in England. in the late 19th century.
Wow.
Brunch. Then it came to this
The
country
Brits again.
in the 1930s. That's
Wow.
when it started. And a lot of it probably had to do is where you were allowed to have alcohol. Like that's when your Bloody Marys came in and your screwdrivers and everything. But that was the beginning of brunch. Okay? And then Canada usually they have a brunch. In the military, I don't know if you guys knew, but on weekends, don't they give you guys a brunch on weekends? Did they ever do that, or this might be something new now?
Not where I was
never got
stationed.
anything.
Must be something
no.
new now.
I actually would have thought that brunch came from alcohol, like Felix mentioned, but they had gone out the night before and gotten so hammered they didn't get up for breakfast.
Right.
They just barely
Could be.
made it before lunch, and they said, put it all out there, I'm hungry.
It could be.
And it was...
I mean, during the
Little bit of
1930s,
breakfast,
didn't they have the
little bit of lunch.
speakeasies and all that stuff?
Well,
and
but you said it was
people
in
went out
England.
like- they started
they
in the
don't
late
really
18th
drink.
century in England.
Oh,
Now,
yeah, right.
The Chinese have their own form of brunch. It's called dim sum.
Yes.
There you go.
And what it
Love
consists
dim
of
sum.
are dumplings, different types
I
of
love
dumplings.
it. I love them.
And like these buns. I don't know if you guys ever had a bun from a Chinese place.
Well,
Yes.
a
actually,
pork bun or something
Yeah,
like that.
I've been to
Delicious.
dim sum restaurants, and you sit there, and they come out with stainless steel trays full of all these really fresh, brand new stuff like shrimp puffs and stuff.
That's exact.
and you
This
pick
guy's
it out,
incredible.
and you
He
go,
really is
yeah,
incredible.
yeah.
That's
and
exactly right.
It's like
that's a Chinese brunch.
Yes,
It's like a buffet.
yeah, that's
Or they
awesome.
come around and they do
Yep.
it. I'm so amazed at Billy every time he's here.
Billy is one of the smartest guys I've ever met. He's beyond
No,
genius.
you told me on the way
He's-
in here. He said I was mentally
he was-
challenged.
He's a little mentally challenged, but every once in a while he gets that smart gene to come out. And
All right. So next is we were all sitting here, and we were trying to think where does the bagel come from, right? Everybody was thinking, we take it for granted because it's so part of our culture here that everybody knows a bagel. Give me like two
Where-
eggs and
yeah.
bacon on a bagel, whatever.
yeah, where did it originate though?
I mean, pretty much, it pretty much comes into being that the bagel came out of Poland or Eastern Europe. Okay.
There you go.
And they made it in Jewish communities. Okay.
Okay.
And it was originally boiled and then they bake it. Of course, today there's different forms of doing the bagel, but that's what happened during that time. The Polish invented the bagel
Wow.
in the Jewish communities, and that's how it came about. It was part of the bread.
I'm going to be using that in my stand-up routine next.
Are you? Okay.
Yeah, Polish bagel has got to be.
I didn't
something.
know it was. I never would have said Poland.
You never know what they did with the hull, like how they, what happened.
all right, let's
You know,
not
we
go
know-
there.
There we
right?
go.
When
Now,
Dunkin' Donuts
now we're
came
writing
out-
jokes now.
Right, when Dunkin' Donuts came out, we had the donut hole things, or whatever. What do they call it? Munchkins.
Munchkins,
But
yeah.
what about the bagel?
I think
Oh,
honestly,
think of that,
though,
you know what I
honestly
mean?
though, the bagel is not made like that. I think what they do is they and then they
It's
already
rolled
turn
together.
they turn it into
Yeah.
Right.
There is no
Comes out in a,
No hole.
like a snake.
yeah.
Okay.
Because
All
I don't
right.
even think that's true with the donuts, to be honest.
No.
Because then you'd have like all the
Yeah,
jelly come
yeah,
out. All the
yeah, right.
yeah,
Actually, they make it and then they kind of squirt it in there.
yeah,
Okay.
right.
The jelly ones don't have holes.
All right. So
I also heard, by the way, I don't know how true this is.
This is going to be smart.
Outside of New York, you can't get a decent bagel. Is that
No.
true?
It's the
Outside
water.
New York,
It's all
what?
about the
You
water.
can't get a decent bagel.
it's the water, right? What did you
Yep.
say? It's the
Yeah,
water.
It is the
Yeah.
water.
So it is true.
It's the
I
water.
don't know. Is that true?
Same thing with
Yeah.
pizza. It's pretty similar. In a lot
Oh
of ways.
yeah.
In California, there's a pizza place that they analyze the chemicals in the New York water, and they add it to the water there so that they can get a pizza.
Wow.
New
Wow.
York.
Did it work?
I think so.
Nah.
Yeah, I forget the name of it. And then I knew a guy in North Carolina who not retired, but he moved from. He had a pizza place up here. He went down there, and he would get a oil tanker
To bring water.
with water.
Yeah.
from
Yeah,
there.
I've heard that.
And-
I've heard
and he
that.
would do,
Years
he
ago
would
in
make-
the
he would make
70s, they
pizza
used to
from
do
it.
that.
yeah.
Little did anybody know that Felix just figured it all out. All they had to do is just bring some Hudson River water down there,
And
and
that's it.
We would've
Minus
had good
the bodies
pizza down
and
there, yeah.
whatever the garbage. That's probably why it's good because all that extra flavoring that they put nuts in, right?
They probably use some of the water from the hot dog guy, the one who never
Probably, you
changes
never
the
know.
water. They just send that down for the pizza.
That's right. Okay, so now we're going to go to Wally's Bagels. We have Linda and Jen. They're going to tell us all about Wally's Bagels, which is in North Babylon, right?
Yes.
North Babylon, Deer Park area. Let's put it that way.
It's on Deer Park Avenue, yeah.
Right? You guys got great bagels. You got the. Aren't you didn't you win an award like the best bagels on Long Island?
Well, basically,
you're up for it?
we're nominated every year, but we don't really push people to do it. But we've
Right.
been on News 12, FIO's News. We were just in Newsday about how we were the revolution of the new type of bagel, basically, where it's more of
Okay.
a sandwich than just a buttered bagel.
Right. Okay. And there's always a line.
Yes.
Whenever I pass by your
We have
place,
a lot of loyal
always
customers.
a line.
Yes.
Always a line.
Always.
And you have the largest bagels, supposedly, right?
Yeah.
On Long Island.
Wally's is everything big.
Wally does everything big. I like
Yeah,
that.
Everything
Yep.
big.
Wall size.
Wally size.
That's
There
it.
you go. So you heard of what is it? Super size? I want my bagel Wally size.
Now it's
Is that
Wally
how it
size.
is?
Wally size.
Wow.
That's it. All right, so ladies, go ahead. Tell us what you brought. Tell us more about Wally's, and whatever you want to educate us on.
And you want to take it
All
down?
right. Well, I'll tell you what we brought today. So since it was brunch, we did some lunch stuff. We did our cranberry chicken salad, which has apples in it. We did our traditional chicken salad, which we're very known for. It's fresh chicken right off the chicken breast that we make.
Bone-in
Nice.
Chicken.
Oh, okay.
We have some egg salad, and then we did our most popular cream cheeses. We have our lox bread, our vegetable cream cheese, and our walnut raisin cream cheese, and then my favorite, the bacon cheddar cream cheese.
I like that.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Now, all of these are dietetic, right?
Yeah. This is
No
all
dietetic.
on your low-fat cream cheeses, right?
Only if you're on a diet.
Only if you're on a diet.
Anything good is not
Exactly.
diet.
I happen to be on a cream cheese diet, so that works out good for me.
Perfect.
Yeah, a whole selection there of it.
And we give you more than enough.
And then these are just these are pieces, half of what a Wally bagel is.
Okay, that's half.
So we have French toast. We have the rainbow bagel. That was the biggest hit.
Yeah, it was a big hit.
Yeah.
My grandson.
Our everything bagel, I think, is one of our most popular because when we seed our bagel, you're getting more seeds than the average store.
Yeah.
Since we do not boil our bagels, there
Right.
not a chance for our
Why don't
seeds to
you
fall
take
off.
one of those with the seeds on it and kind of
Sure.
tilt it, yeah,
That's
so
a
that they
poppy,
see.
but
Wow,
you
that's
can
a
see the
poppy
bottom.
bagel.
And we
Yeah.
seed both
Those are my
sides.
favorite.
And
There's
our-
no cheesing out on
And our
anything.
everything bagels have salt on them.
All right,
Okay,
now I'm
that's
going to go
good.
to
A lot of
another
places
store
don't
and
do
I'm going to
this.
actually
Then it's
count the
everything,
seeds.
right?
Everything has
It's not
on
everything
it.
except salt. It's an everything
It's an
bagel,
everything
right?
bagel, salt
Yes.
included.
There you
So if you
go.
like high blood pressure, you're good.
Yeah.
And then the egg everything is everything but the salt.
But the salt. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Is there a reason for that?
Just the
taste-wise.
salt and the egg. Just
Oh, okay,
the
this
two
doesn't-
combinations.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What?
Did
What would
anybody
you-
ever go into your store and
Yeah,
get
go ahead.
assaulted?
A salt
A
bagel,
salted.
yeah. A salted bagel.
That
What
was
about
so
like
bad.
salt?
That was so bad.
He's saying that
I forget
because
he's a comedian.
we're gonna when we get to them, they're gonna talk about comedy assault.
Well, I
There's a lot
told
of
my
bagel puns.
I told my granddaughter, she's 10, and talking about bagels, and I said, tell them about being. She, oh, pop, that's funny. I was like, it's older than me, darling.
So she writes you material then.
Yeah, I love my grandkids.
She was on the show. Is that the granddaughter?
She was on Children Say the Darndest Things.
Right. The new one that just came out. Yeah,
So
right.
cool.
Yeah,
a good one.
she's a
They
funny
do.
kid.
What kind of bird flies over the bay? A
I don't know, Bill.
bagel.
What kind of bird flies over the
A
bay?
bagel.
A bagel.
A bagel.
I'm glad that I wasn't the hackiest.
Folks, man,
Thank
just write
you.
them down.
Thank
Write
you,
them down
Bill.
if you can. Next time you have a little brunch with somebody, use these jokes. That's what we're gonna do.
A Polish bagel.
A Polish bagel.
You mean most
Hey, at least they
people think it's
invented
Jewish.
something. Jesus.
It looks like we have another caller. Hold on, and then we're gonna get back to you guys. All right.
Yeah, sure.
Let's see that lie. How can I help you? Hello.
Hello?
Hello. Can't hear you.
Yes, I can hear you properly. So can you...
Oh, okay.
Have you
Who's
received
this?
the electric... My name is Bob. Have you received the electric bill for the last month? Oh, sorry, your gas bill?
Okay. You know, I'm having a little problem hearing you, buddy. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can. do
Something about
But it's about your electrical bill, he said.
Yeah, I don't
He's
think-
collecting on the electrical
Hold on,
bill.
pal.
this is not the right venue for collecting electric bill.
How can I get
No,
this
it's not
about
my
raised?
electric bill.
They took away our button here. Let's see.
This
All
could
right.
also be about your car warranty,
All right, what do we got here?
that call you get.
Are you there, bud? He hung
Cars
up.
you don't even have anymore.
Yeah, I think that was
All
a
right. I
prank
don't know what
call.
happened, folks, but we tend to be our volume control is not here anymore for some reason.
Oh.
If the lights go out,
And
it
I'm
was
partial
that
to
guy.
so it doesn't help.
Because that's what it sounded like.
All right.
Is
All right.
it-
Again, before we
It's just deeper in
It's
there.
further in.
what?
I think it's
It's
here.
further in.
It's further in. Oh, okay.
Eric just moves it when he sits there.
I think
He just moved it.
He moves it because he doesn't like it near his legs.
I think it's here.
Yeah.
So which way should I turn it?
Turn it one way. and if
Okay, I
gets
got it.
louder-
All right, there we go. I got that. Caller, whoever you were, call back in. I got it. Wow. Okay, there we go. You feel that?
I don't know where mine is.
All right.
I don't have any
You gotta
controls.
keep looking. I don't know. You should. All right. Anyway, so before we get back to Linda and Jen, we want to say hello to Ken. Ken's in South Carolina. He's our regular fan too, and he's got
Ken.
a lot to say. He's got so glad
Hi, Ken.
I just finished lunch because everything looks awesome. He's always complimenting our food. All right, and he said for pizza bagels, the better than used to be. I guess he was saying back where he is now, they're kind of better now a little bit, like maybe for the
Okay.
water or whatever. I don't know. And then we got here. I got a new caller, Mike. Not caller, but viewer, Mike Mannion. Mike, hello. Good to hear from you. Mike Mannion is the king of real estate in Fort Worth, Texas.
There you
Whoa,
go.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he's just watching our show now. He's a great guy. I got a confession. I went to high school with Mike Mannion.
There
He was
you
a couple of
go.
years
Get
older
out of
than me,
town.
and I guess he must have heard we have a show. So,
Hey, listen, everything's big in Texas.
Emperor Mike, we're saying hello now to everybody in Fort Worth, Texas.
Yeah, Fort Worth.
There you go, Mike. Thanks for watching. All right, Ken, again, is here.
These are our viewers calling
Right.
up and anxious to hear us and the bagels.
Right. Okay, so we're going to go back to Jen and Linda now. I forgot where we were because we had the interruption with the phone, but let's go.
All right.
Because we want to have some food in a little while. So go ahead.
Well, one that we're very well known for are egg sandwiches.
Okay.
We do approximately 3,000 egg sandwiches per week.
Wow.
Yeah.
3,000 you do.
3,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is 6,000 eggs.
Yes, 2 on each one. You got
Okay,
that?
once again, we got another
There's a lot.
caller. Eventually we'll get to
But we
everybody.
didn't bring that.
Let's see that lie. Can I help you?
Yeah, can I talk to the guy on the radio?
That's why.
Yeah, sure. Is this Wally?
Yes, it is.
Is this the Wally man?
Whoa.
Hey, hello, Wally.
Hey, how you doing?
Wally man. God bless you. God bless these bagels.
Thank you. Are they live on this right now?
Yes, we're live right now. We're streaming
Oh, all
live.
right.
Then later we go into rebroadcasting. So go ahead.
All right, I was just wondering if I could talk to Linda or Jen.
We're right here.
Absolutely.
Everyone's gonna hear this, Dad. Is something
What do you
wrong?
want him to bring milk home on the way home?
You want to bring
Bill?
milk?
No, are they there or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. they're
Yeah,
right here.
Jen.
Yeah, Dad.
Did you tell them there's just as many calories, same amount of calories on this, than half the size bagel everybody else uses?
Yes, basically.
And that we're there for 29 years?
We're getting there, Wally.
All right.
We have so
Wally.
many people
I'm just
commenting
watching,
them.
that's all.
Wally, how much coffee did you drink already today?
Nah, I don't work in the bagel store.
You don't?
He runs
No.
it from home.
He runs it from home.
I have
Oh,
medical
one of those
problems, so-
jobs.
He runs it from the phone.
He's getting
Yeah.
it. He's getting
No, my
anxious.
wife and
We're
my
doing a good
daughter run
job.
the show there, and my son-in-law, and I'm just an innocent bystander.
I'm
All
good.
right.
Don't say that. You're probably the creator, I would imagine. So.
Yeah, well, I
You're
haven't
the
worked
muscle.
there in the last 10 years, so
Uh-huh.
I got medical problems. But yeah, they're doing a great job. I just want to make sure that they pat themselves on the back, because without them, we wouldn't have Wally's.
me.
That's
Thanks,
very nice,
Dad.
Wally.
All
That's
right.
very
Take
nice,
care.
Wally.
All right, bye.
Thank you, Wally.
It goes out to the staff as well because
Yes,
we have a lot of longtime
yes,
staff.
yes.
Yeah.
The two people can't do
So-
this. It takes a whole team.
No, I would say that.
Yeah.
Okay, before we start
We got
again,
like 25 people.
Ken down in
Yeah,
South
good.
South Carolina said that what's happening is there's more families from New York and New Jersey
Yeah.
opening up business down there.
Okay.
So the pizza and the bagel industry's gotten better down there. That's
I've heard
basically.
that.
Yeah, people. it's supply and demand. If
Right.
they want it, they're
Still
going to open
different.
up.
Okay, so we're getting back to your egg sandwiches. Is that a combination of bacon and egg and sausage and egg
Ham
just
and
as a
egg,
whole, right?
Turkey bacon.
Turkey bacon, okay.
Sausage, right.
Okay, egg whites included
Egg
in
whites, omelets.
Okay.
Whatever you like. We
that? Okay,
got it.
but omelets would
Home
be
fries,
included in the
hash
sandwich
browns.
category too, or
Like,
Oh yeah, whatever.
okay.
We have
He's saying in your
breakfast-
total number of what we make,
Oh yeah.
that's all included.
Yeah, it's all
That's
egg
all include
sandwiches,
breakfast
yeah.
like with
Yeah.
eggs
Sure.
and stuff like that.
I'm not talking.
We
one
have
sandwich,
actually
I'm
2
talking
grills
eggs.
going on at a time.
Wow.
On a weekend, we have 2 grill people, and then we need someone to back them up, wrap the sandwiches.
Yeah.
People refer to it as controlled chaos.
Controlled
Organized chaos.
Organized.
Okay.
We're all sweating, we're all running around, but we're going to get you in and out and what you need, you know?
Right.
What's your
right.
busiest day?
Saturday and Sunday.
Really?
We do like
The busiest days.
600 customers.
Yeah, roughly 600 customers.
During that, obviously, a lot of people come in. They want like a dozen bagels, stuff like that. Right?
Yeah.
And we still have 100. We have still during the week 500 customers a day.
Is it a strictly
Okay.
takeout, or can you go in
No,
there and
take out.
you
And
can't
then
go in
get 'em
there?
out
Yeah.
as quickly as we can.
We've
because there's
outgrown our
always-
space, basically.
There's always
People would stand around, and then that takes away
You
from
know,
your
you
next.
got Grubhub,
Yeah.
and
Right.
We're trying to get with the times ourselves.
Which
you know,
everyone
so-
is curious on what's going on at Wally's, and basically sneak peek, we are going to be throwing something out there soon. There's plans
Okay.
in the works, and
Well, when that happens, come on the show
Yes.
once you
I
do
think
it.
all our
and we'll-
customers will be happy
Yeah.
once
Okay.
they see the finished product of what we will be
Really,
bringing to them in the new year. Yes.
Cool.
that sounds good. Very interesting. So
We're busy,
you're
yeah.
innovating in the bagel.
Yeah.
Basically,
Area.
we need our main focus is how we can expand our business without
good.
affecting quality.
Right.
We're not a deli, we're a bagel store. So most delis have more assortment of types of foods
Right.
they
of
sell,
course.
hot food, you know,
Right.
all that.
Yeah.
We stick to what we know,
Right.
and we do it the best we can with the
Obviously.
highest grade product.
Right.
We use boar's head bacon,
Bacon.
grade
Right.
8 eggs, extra large eggs.
Right.
You're never skimped. So for us to expand, we need to, you know, fix some little niches we got on there.
Right.
Our whole team is mostly family, and then most of our employees
good.
have been there for 10 years.
So that's
We look
family
at them as
too,
family
basically.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah.
So,
All right.
They're good people.
That
You're
sounds
there
great.
from 5 in the morning till 5 at night with them. You get close.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
And I did a lot of time when my husband went down. I was there for many years.
Right, right.
My kids were there, practically lived there with me also. So
Well, it's great that
she
you guys
was
are
in a
able to
walker
pull it all
when
together.
we first opened.
Yeah,
We
sure.
used to put her in the back of the store in a playpen,
Sure.
you know. And
That's
well,
what the Italians used to
They
do
were the
that
first-
with the pizzerias.
they were the
You'd have
first
a kid
ones
by
to
the
ever
oven.
see the Wally bagel.
Really?
Wow.
Standing
wow.
on milk
I have it on
crates.
video.
but-
That's
Oh,
awesome.
okay,
And
yeah,
on milk
right.
crates. They
Sure.
seeded the first
Did you
Wally
guys get
bagel
scared or
ever.
anything? I mean, I remember my kid when he first saw Chuck E. Cheese the rat, he was like freaking out and hiding and stuff
I used
like
to be
that.
scared to work on the counter.
Yeah, she
it was
was.
very
She
busy.
had a
I used
very-
to, so I learned the back with my father first, thankfully.
Right.
So.
And then gradually we got her up front, and she did well.
Okay, great.
And
That's
now she's
excellent.
running the joint for me. I'm semi-retired.
Me
Yeah.
and my brother-in-law, yes.
Okay,
Trying to
now,
make up for some lost time.
And
for
listen,
Wally and I.
You're much younger than me, but think of it. Pretty soon I'm going to be on a walker, so there's your full circle.
I'm already
There you
on
go.
it.
You're going to be on a walker too, so
Yeah, I know.
from walker to walker.
Right.
Walking the walk.
So, while he was talking about the calories, can you repeat that again?
So basically the point he loves to express is every bagel store is starting out with the same exact product, same amount of ounces. Our bagel is just bigger because of how we prepare it. So it's not any more calories than the bagel store down the block
Right.
that isn't as big. So appearance-wise, people think they're eating more calories, but really,
They're not.
our bagels just proofs up
Not in
more.
the bread.
I was going to
Yes.
say, it's
They're
probably
not-
because
they're
you
not
probably
eating it in
proof
the bread.
them
Yes.
and they expand more
Yes.
Right.
from the amount of time that you proof them.
Exactly.
But the larger
Yes.
the
Still the
bagel,
same
the more
amount of-
product we put.
right.
Yes.
Still
So
the
you
same
get
amount
a
of
big
dough,
sandwich.
but
Yeah.
you just proof them up more.
So you are eating more calories of cream cheese
Right.
because we
Right, the spread.
make sure it's
Yeah.
covered.
Right, there's more footage in the cream cheese.
Exactly.
Than
As
the
I said,
bagel.
we always
But-
do everything
yeah.
big.
Right.
You know, we just
Right.
throw it on there, and
Okay.
so a lot of times customers are going, "Oh, please, not so
Now,
much."
you guys get so many varieties of bagels. And I notice, like, when sports time comes around, you have the colors of the teams
Yeah,
Yes.
we do
in the
that.
bagels, too.
There
St.
you go.
Patrick's Day is the
Valentine's
St.
biggest.
Patrick's Day's a big one.
Patty's
Everybody
Day,
wants
big day.
those green bagels, right?
Yeah.
What, in your opinion, or what you know, what's the most popular bagels out there? Give me the top three.
Plain.
Plain everything,
Everything
sesame.
sesame.
That's why they're
Really?
first on
Yeah.
our display. Yes.
Poppy is not on there?
No.
No?
Poppy-
Not as
Poppy's
popular.
good, but
I'm a
it's not
Poppy
as
guy.
popular.
Yeah.
Not as
So plain,
popular.
everything, and sesame,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
We get a couple guys. One guy comes in and buys a dozen poppies, so he's really hooked.
Right,
on the
right,
poppy.
right. Now, do you guys do the bacon and egg bagel?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You do that too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We cook all our bacon ourselves. We use old boar's head products.
Really? So you don't put like the imitation bacon bits in the bagel?
No, he's
like
saying
that?
the
Oh.
bagel itself. We have a
Yeah.
bacon
Oh
egg
yeah,
bagel.
you know like
yeah.
how they
Well,
make
that-
the bacon and
Yeah.
egg.
Not when we make egg sandwiches. You know?
Right.
We do
right.
a Parmesan bagel too, which
Oh,
we
that's
put the
nice.
Parmesan cheese on it before it cooks and everything.
Right.
For some reason, it's
Bake
just
it.
amazing. And one of the customers told me it's their Sunday sauce bagel. They dip it in
Yeah,
their sauce
sure,
as they're
why not?
cooking all day.
Or they could
Amazing.
make mini
Yeah.
pieces out of it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I like to do when I have leftover bagels.
Yeah.
I sauce them and I
Make pizza out of
she
it,
make
yeah.
pizza bagels.
Especially
Yummy.
the
Well, I haven't done that in a
Parmesan
long
one.
time. Yeah,
That's a good one.
yeah.
Does everybody
loves
like the
pizza
sound
bagels.
effects I'm doing? Yummy.
Yeah,
It makes the show.
I tell you, man, I'm so glad you brought Bill. I mean, otherwise we would never be able to exist.
Bill is a rip, man. Bill is a
He
rip.
certainly is. Anything else, Bill?
And now everything I do is going to be Wally size.
There you
It's a
go.
Wally size.
Start your day the Wally way.
Hey, is that Wally size? I don't want it then.
And by the way, Bill is
I only
going to be
want Wally's
appearing
eye.
at Wally's Bagels this weekend, just to let you know.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Right. I got my soapbox
think
in the
we-
car.
I think he'll go to King John.
Yeah.
Thursday-
Big John.
Thursday at 5 a.m. if you want
Right.
to see Bill live.
Yeah, I already got my tin cup and pencils ready and a whole bit.
There you go.
Be ready.
All
We'll
right.
be on from 5 to 5:30. Thursday,
I tell
5
you,
a.m.
He's the guy that'll go in and eat a Big John.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
What is that?
Big John is on a foot-long hero almost, with bacon, ham, and sausage.
Like the
3
Hungry
eggs.
Man.
It's like the Hungry Man, like they
Hungry
say,
Man
right?
by us has one meat on
Yeah.
it.
Our Big
Oh,
John was
okay.
named after someone.
Big John.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big
I get the big. Yeah,
I
that's right, they play that
love
song.
them. I love those.
Right? Did they play that song by
Right,
Jimmy
right.
Dean when you?
Big Bad Joe.
Right. Every time you order, I'll have a Big John, please.
Well, the cave was coming in, and
There-
he
there
stood
you go.
up, and he did something. But didn't he eat a Big
Catch might be
John?
better than that, but it's not. All right. All right, ladies, keep educating us any more on the bagel,
Well,
like boiling, baking, whatever
no,
you
we
want to
bake
do.
our bagel, and
Okay.
all the salads and everything are made fresh right on the premises. The chicken
Okay.
salad, the egg salad. We also have a really
Which
good
is
tuna
important because
salad.
even some delis they buy that. They buy
Yeah,
the
they get to
salads
buy- yeah, they sell
Yeah.
in the
5
tubs
pounds,
or whatever.
Yeah.
So
No,
I get
these
it.
salads are all made. Our macaroni and potato salad isn't freshly made.
It's freshly
Yeah,
made.
no,
It's
No, it's
not,
not
no.
fresh. Okay, well that's
Anything
everybody.
we go through
Right.
like high volume of.
Right, and
Yeah.
that makes sense. But you get a good
It's all-
quality though. So
yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
we use
that-
all
yeah.
grade A eggs,
Okay.
extra large. So when you get
That's
an
what you
egg
said.
sandwich, you're getting two
A
extra
lot
large
of eggs.
eggs.
Right, a lot of
Not
egg to
two
it.
small eggs or
Okay.
medium eggs. They're extra
Don't
large.
look my way. I never skimp. I would be there in a minute.
Now-
And I keep a clean establishment.
Yep,
Yes.
yeah.
As I said to
That's
them,
important,
you know,
obviously. Yeah.
I have no problem eating anything in my own store.
As
What
a
is-
chef,
Anytime,
that
and
I had to
I
know
always make
all the
sure
rules
that
and regulations. So,
Yeah.
They
yeah.
do the same going out.
Yeah.
What are the most
everything.
bagels anyone ever ordered?
The most? Oh, we did 1,000 dozen for the
Wow.
won the marathon, Suffolk
Yeah.
County
Mamma
Marathon.
mia.
Wow.
We had to set them up with 1,000 dozen.
Yeah. And we
Very
did
good
some for the
one.
vets too.
Yeah, we do.
Can I do the math on that? That's
Once a
like
year we do the
12,000.
vets, too.
Yeah, we do. Someone runs an organization barbecuing and something, and I donate the bagels to him
Yeah.
while he gets ready for the Thanksgiving drive that they do. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Very nice. Very
a couple
nice.
of
Do
them.
a lot of donating.
And then all our end of the day bagels get donated to whatever church
Senior
is set up
citizens
for
or
that day.
churches.
Yeah.
Soup
Very
kitchens.
nice. Very
You know, I
nice.
live near you, so if you ever want to donate anything
You're right.
after 5 o'clock, I'm
Go
willing.
by the church.
You can donate a bagel with lox on it and cream cheese. You can donate.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
There you go.
We're there 29 years, so. Like
What-
I said.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
No, 29 years. Go
29
ahead,
years.
continue.
The girls grew up pretty much at the back of the bagel store. My husband started having major problems like 5 years into Wally's, 6 years, something like that. And then I had to take over and be there all the time. And my girls were a big help because they worked weekends no matter what because I needed them.
Right.
So no matter how they felt, I was like, "Oh, you gotta
Well,
go to Wally's."
You
get
guys are a
out."
good example of
Yes.
family at
Family
work.
owned.
you know?
Yeah,
And
and
it's
and
been
make
fun.
it and making it
Make it
work. Look at the
happen.
name you've you know
Yes.
you've
Yes.
made for
And
yourself.
now there is
Yeah.
more family. It's in-laws.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In-laws.
Wally's brother
Right.
still works there.
Uh-huh.
He's still pushing through, even though he's 60s
Just-
now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's up there, but
Just promise me you're not going to be like, I grew up in a Sicilian household and everything and with family. So just promise me you're not going to end up, like The Godfather with, what's his name, Al Pacino killing his brother or
Oh,
God.
anything like that, like all of a sudden all these feuds start and then
Yeah.
before you know it, like
Yeah.
like Umberto's, like
It's
they
called-
have,
it's
you have
called
King
what?
Umberto's, you have Umberto's.
It's called
Because-
Wally's. It's not Vito's.
We don't want like son of
Wally's.
Wally's, breaking
No,
off
no,
or
no.
anything like that.
I'll
So,
make you a
Yeah.
bagel
Our
you can't
son-in-law
refuse.
now.
Right, he's gonna make a bagel you can't refuse, which would be what?
What's gonna be that?
I don't know. You were
Oh,
doing the
okay.
mafia thing. I
I
threw
don't
that
know.
in
Yeah,
there.
I
I don't
know.
know what
That's-
the hell.
Actually,
That was his-
my son-in-law is the one that took over Wally's spot. My
Yes,
son-in-law.
Oh,
I
really?
ran the
Okay.
front end, and then
He's
my
the
brother.
capo of
He's
Wally, the
big
capo,
dance.
the tutti capi
Yeah,
of Wally.
and then his brother works there. It's all
Him and his
family.
brother.
Forget about
Oh,
it.
okay.
Show.
I don't know.
And
see,
Jennifer
They
and
always get a cut. Yeah, no matter
another
what.
gentleman,
Yeah.
Hamed, that's been with me a long time,
Uh-huh.
and Warren.
That's
and then I got a
good.
grill guy, Carl.
Good.
They've all been with me for a very, very long time.
So listen,
Excellent.
are we gonna have
doing
a
good.
some kind of party or something for the 30-year thing? What are we
Yes,
doing?
We're gonna have to go
we
big.
celebrated
Yeah.
25, so
Right.
we should.
You
You
have
gotta do
to.
30. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
It's good advertising for you anyway. 30
Right.
years in the business, you're doing
Yeah.
something right.
Yeah.
Well,
right.
before we start, is regular cream cheese the number one thing that everybody gets,
Yes.
or do they get something else?
Compared to the other cream cheeses?
Yeah.
or-
Vegetable is
yeah.
a big one.
Well-
It goes regular, then vegetable.
Then vegetable. I figured that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
Chives.
Scallion.
scallion, yeah.
Yeah,
Scallions and
scallion
chives.
is another one that's very popular. Walnut raisin is pretty good.
Now it's always
I love
scallion.
walnut
You never
raisin.
do like a chive or
We
anything.
Yeah,
have
we
chive.
do.
See, I'd
We
like
do
that
chive
because
and
I
the
look for the
scallion.
chive more than the
Well,
scallion.
the
Hey, you're
chive
not-
has
you're not-
more oniony taste.
Yeah,
so it's
yeah.
stronger.
You're not chiving me, are you?
Stop the chive talking, okay?
Twice. I'm safe with that.
If whenever we want to do
Assaulted.
chive talk,
All right, so we're gonna actually stop talking now. I guess we're gonna start eating a little bit.
Yeah, enjoy.
Okay, and then we're gonna get into these guys over here. And anything else you guys want to add?
can
You
I
know?
divvy
By all
out?
means.
Can I divvy out the place? Shouldn't we have like a question and answer period or something?
Not
Or you already
yet.
did that?
After we eat, we're gonna give you our
Oh.
critique of everything. How's that? America, would you like some coffee?
Sure, I would
Right,
definitely
why
take
don't
some
you-
coffee.
Sit down.
Here's your plate. I'm gonna hold
you
this
got?
plate.
You might get 2 plates here. I'm not
Yeah,
very
I got
good at
mine.
this.
It's
Do you
alright.
want some coffee?
Take one back. Oh wait, I need
Hello.
one.
Never
Never
mind.
mind.
I think I had the math figured out.
Felix,
Right,
you
let me
want
think.
some
1,
coffee?
2, 3,
Yeah,
4,
just a little,
5.
just like-
Okay.
Got it.
Like what I put
Now I'm
in
gonna
that?
Yeah,
divvy
yeah.
out the
We got a
napkins.
few.
I think you and I are the only ones having it anyway. So,
That's another one.
okay, great. Thank you.
The only ones drinking coffee are Felix and Americo.
That's it. I have.
I'm gonna divvy out napkins.
Here.
They're not watching us
Napkins.
eat anybody,
I don't
right?
know if you put
No, we're
sugar or
still
anything
on.
in yours.
Oh, we are.
Right.
Straight black, no sugar,
Yeah,
no
it's
milk.
on.
It's
All
on.
right. There you go.
Oh, I didn't know
I
that.
think we're good. Here. Do they want napkins?
Give a few more for these guys.
Okay. I'm gonna be right there.
And-
I'm putting a lid on my
Thank you.
coffee because
Here's
I'm.
napkins.
a
You might
spiller.
knock it over.
I'm a spiller, yeah.
All right. So what do you want to try
Hey, you figured that
first?
out pretty quick, huh?
There's
Yeah.
the cream cheese platter right there to the left. And this here is the salads.
Trying to make room, man. Ain't
want
much
some?
room
You,
here.
Mario.
Yeah, I'll take some.
What do you mean the salads? This is
So-
cream cheese.
Yeah,
No.
that's cream cheeses.
Yes, and then those are like our lunch salads. So
Ooh.
cranberry apple has walnuts in it. We have our egg salad, and then we have our regular chicken salad.
Oh God.
How come they have the plate I really want so far away from me?
So which one do you
Yeah,
want? Egg salad?
Yeah,
Okay. Do you want
please.
We'll see. Maybe
Do you
our
want a
engineer can
regular
help.
everything or egg everything?
Egg everything.
just
I want
need a
egg
napkin.
everywhere. I want egg salad, egg everything.
Okay.
Get two
Yeah,
more
me
in a
too.
minute. Oh,
Eggs
there's
all
some.
over the place.
There's a bunch.
Thank you.
It's good. All right. Also,
Oh, this
let's
is too
put a
good.
little shout out to the Graz, whose show is on tonight at 9:00.
The grass.
Anthony Graz.
Something?
And then we also have Evangelista Escobar is watching. And Bonnie Scalisi was watching before too. I
Hiya,
didn't
Bonnie.
Say hello to Bonnie. Everybody knows Bonnie, right? You know Bonnie.
Sure.
She's
No.
usually co-hosting.
Social
every once in a while.
media joins us all together. We all know each other, but we've never met. You
Right.
run into each other in the street, and they go, "Where do I know you
She's
from?"
everywhere. She's everywhere.
Oh yeah, social media. I'll take whatever, Jen.
Sure.
I
You want
not cream cheese like the other
a
ones.
salad? You got
Anyone
it.
I don't care. Egg salad,
Chicken salad.
onion
Do
salad.
you like a cinnamon raisin bagel?
I love it all. Look at me.
And then there's the cranberry
If
apple.
I'm not eating, I'm jogging to keep myself in good shape.
You want
Thank
the
you very
cranberry
much.
apple? You wanna try that, or
Let's see.
this-
You got a cream cheese? Anything with a poppy with cream cheese?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So there's a poppy.
And any sandwich,
Strawberry. I think that's blueberry cream cheese on the poppy.
Yeah, that's cool. Either one. I like blueberry cream cheese. That's cool. And what about the salad wise? Those sandwiches. What do you got there?
Do you like? You have an everything bagel, a chicken salad, or egg salad, or
Mm.
the cranberry apple on a sesame?
Ooh,
or
you know
on
what?
a cinnamon raisin.
Let's go with the chicken
I would try the chicken
on
on the
everything.
everything.
What? Yeah. I mean, I want to taste your
Yeah,
chicken
that's good.
salad.
That's like the
What's
best
really
bagel
good is
with
chicken
the best
salad on an everything bagel with bacon.
Yes. That
This
was-
is very good.
Yeah.
Very good. You like that, right?
Yeah. I feel like our bagels are easier to eat
They
with
are.
all this stuff on it. It's not like a hard, dense bagel, which is
Right.
why you can pack everything on it.
Well,
great,
I-
great hangover food.
I tried the bagel first because I wanted to taste the bagel. The bagel was awesome. The shell that you guys described, I didn't know what it was called
Yeah.
prior.
Can I have a pickle?
And now a little bit of the
Please.
chicken salad is.
Thank
This
you.
is awesome.
I started making that chicken salad in the very, very beginning to bone the chicken. You know, and we use extra heavy. I shouldn't tell you, extra heavy
I don't-
Hellman's mayonnaise, not the.
Not the regular helmet.
no, yeah, regular, extra heavy.
Is this a
Extra
tomato?
heavy.
Yeah,
It's tomato.
Hellman's.
Yes, this is
I don't use
I
that
thought it was
other
a piece of
stuff.
lox.
I forget the name of it.
There's a
Can I
comic
have a
that we
chicken
work
salad
with.
On the butter, we use
Anyone
grated
left?
top line butter. I
There's the
use real
cranberry
butter,
chicken,
not the cream.
which is
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that chicken
There's a
salad?
comic we
No,
work
that's
with. I'm going to
box
talk
bread.
about in a little while, but
Oh,
He
you know
loves
what? I
Hellman's
probably want that
mayonnaise.
more.
or vegetable
Well, Hellman's
cream
makes a
cheese.
difference.
No, let me have lox bread.
Kraft or
Thank
any
you.
of that other
Thank
garbage
you.
or the stuff they sell in the depots.
We just had a
It's almost like
a
Miracle
Jewish
Whip.
deli, and he uses nothing but Hellman's.
Yeah.
Makes a difference when you use
Oh, yeah.
high quality products. Like even our ketchup is still
Yeah, I use
Heinz
Heinz.
ketchup.
We don't use any of that.
We're not trying to
Or
save a buck,
brand.
you know.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, the bagel's not hard, right? I find the
Mm-mm.
bagel hard.
very good bagel.
The
Making me
blue cheese
hungry.
cream cheese is delicious.
Yeah, I'll try.
It really
Give
is.
me
This
a
is
bagel.
good.
That's
Yeah,
what you got,
cream
blue
cheese.
cheese,
Cream
Walnut
cheese,
raisin.
blueberry.
Yeah, I'll try that.
Blueberry, yeah.
Yeah.
I said blue cheese, right? I mean, blueberry cream cheese is good.
You guys make that too?
Very good.
Yes, all
Make
our
all-
cream cheese is homemade. Yeah.
Do you do a chocolate chip one too?
We
or-
do. Yeah. We also do a funfetti one.
A fun fate. That must be big.
Yes, we
Yeah.
came out with that with the
The
rainbow, bagel. It was
Yeah.
huge. It's
Yeah.
it's like a dessert on a bagel though, but
Right.
My grandson loves rainbow bagels.
yeah.
All the kids do.
It's exciting.
Very popular though. Well, St. Patrick's Day is going to be big.
Gee, Bill's kind of quiet now.
Green bagels, yeah. The food is definitely good because Bill hasn't said a word.
Right.
Oh, it's coming. Don't worry.
I love the cream cheese. Delicious.
right?
Oh my god.
No.
I like it on the poppy. If I was to order again, I would do it on a French toast.
Yes,
yeah.
and then you
With
can
the
get sugar
powder
on
on it.
top.
Right. Exactly.
That's really good too. A French toast toasted
Mm.
with butter and cream cheese. Oh my God.
Wow, you're really good at this, aren't
Yeah.
you?
I actually do that. I like to cook
I have
myself.
almost 30 years of eating bagels.
I cook cinnamon raisin bagels. I turn them into French toast at home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I slice
awesome.
them up and make it.
Right.
You know, and then I do the powdered sugar on top. You know, I call it snow for the kids. They love it.
You
How
know
about
what, my,
baked clams? You make baked clams?
Big clams, no. Clams, no big clams at
Yeah.
That
Yes.
goes with the Parmesan bagel.
We'll tell that story later.
Well, I have a girl that works for me, Lauren. Her sister takes the egg bagels and cuts them up for the kids when they have sleepovers, and then cuts them into like quarters, and then puts them in a pan with syrup, and puts them in the oven.
Wow.
Warms them up, yeah. And then when it comes out, she puts the sugar over it, and the kids go. It's their breakfast. They go nuts over them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like eating French
You
toast.
could even do a bread pudding too.
Never thought that Robbie would enjoy
Yeah.
bread pudding with a bagel.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Ah.
Have him try to figure that one out.
Yeah, a bagel bread pudding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they do that with donuts too now. They put that in the bread pudding. I learned that from what's her name? Paula Dean does that. For years, yeah.
This is very good, Linda. This is very good, Jen.
Very good.
Thank you.
Wally, they're doing a fantastic job.
Wow.
And you know these are the same exact calories that are. Oh, okay.
There it goes.
They are. There's the same calories in this bagel than a bagel you
The
see
coffee,
that's
the
half the
coffee's
size.
good too with it, to tell you the truth. You like the coffee?
The coffee is very good. I love. I like to eat. I like coffee, and I like to talk. So I'm in.
You're in heaven.
I'm in heaven right now.
To think you're in heaven with Billy too right now. That's good.
We yep.
Yeah, right. I'm showing you pictured heaven. I was right there the whole time, right? But listen, this Round Montero coffee, man, and these Wally's bagels. I mean, come on already. And I'm ordering coffee from Montero's Cafe. Okay?
Okay.
Got it.
You got it, man. Well,
There's pickles over there if you just want them too.
I'm okay
Excellent.
with that. But let's look at your chicken salad. You got huge chunks of chicken in here. And it's all
That's
the
it.
white meat.
Yeah,
too,
that
isn't
was,
it?
All white meat. No,
yeah.
no brown meat in there.
Wow.
Like I
That
said,
was
chicken
very good.
salad. You throw bacon on that. Oh my God, on an everything bagel.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
So good. Yeah.
This is good.
So
Oh,
when
man.
they're right out
Look
of
at
the
me,
oven
ma'am.
too. And they're right out of the oven. Forget it. Oh.
Even like your
Lord.
toppings on the bagel, like the seeds and stuff,
Yeah.
it's so much different from what I noticed from other bagel places.
Yes.
You know?
Because also our seeds are on our bagel when we start the process. I think the seeds actually look like they proof in a way.
Uh-huh.
I guess all the water that hits them and whatnot, it puts the taste of the seed into the bagel also.
Good bagel.
This was very good.
But everything is the most popular. Egg everything is very
Jen.
popular too.
Jen. I need a chicken salad. Even though I had a whole bagel. Is there any left?
Dude, there's cranberry chicken.
Yeah, I'll do chick. I'll do it.
Yes.
And I don't care
The
what to put
cranberry
it on.
chicken's very good too.
It has
Excellent.
walnuts in it. That's okay? Are you
Yeah.
allergic? Okay. I don't need
I
anyone
want
dying right now.
everybody with allergies.
Oh, I'm allergic to walnuts. Ah!
You can't
Quick,
breathe.
call 911.
Jen, did I see a cranberry cream cheese?
We have a strawberry cream cheese.
Oh,
we
strawberry.
do make a cranberry cream cheese for the Christmas time.
Yeah.
Actually, it's cranberry orange cream cheese for
Oh
Christmas.
my
that's all right.
God!
Yeah, orange.
Oh,
that was
that's
a huge hit. There's a bacon cheddar cream cheese over here,
all right. I'll take that.
and there's also olive, I believe.
Ooh.
Thank you.
I never even heard of olive cream cheese, too.
We do
Olive's another
jalapeno.
big one. Yeah. Jalapeno. What else? Spinach. We were doing for a while. We still
Do you do like a hot bagel, a spicy bagel, like a jalapeno bagel or anything? Or?
Jalapeno bagel? No. I don't think we have any real spicy bagels.
Nothing spicy, just the toppings.
Yeah. But breakfast is served all day at Wally's.
Yeah, 5 to 5, the
Oh,
grill
Wow.
stays on.
Well,
all
that's
day long.
yeah.
You walk in
That's
2 minutes too, they're gonna make you an egg sandwich.
And
still.
I have a full line of Boar's Head cold cuts as well, so you can.
you can't beat bacon, eggs, and cheese.
No,
Oh,
and people
Yeah.
eat
on a
that
bagel.
all day long.
Yeah, I
all
could eat
day
that.
long.
I could eat that for dinner.
Yeah,
We do a pancake that's like
yeah, we do pancakes,
Humongous.
French toast.
Really?
Yeah.
you get 2 pancakes in your order, and we do a sprinkle pancake because we were just having fun at one
Right,
time,
right,
and
right.
certain
Yeah.
customers remember it and they still get it, and they're delicious. And we do French toast also, which now people are getting their egg sandwich on the
On
French
the French
toast.
toast,
Yeah,
right?
that's
And making a
another good one.
sandwich, yeah.
There you
it's
go.
a good
Really
idea.
good.
We're gonna
Like
set
a
it up.
Monte Cristo
Yeah,
sandwich.
Yes.
right, with the ham.
Right.
Yeah.
You're right about the everything though. This
It's good, right?
They have
The
an-
seeds are different, right?
yeah, they have
Everything's good.
a
They have it
very
down.
explosive. Yeah.
Which one you want to try?
I'm gonna have to
We
go
use
for
top
another
of the
bagel.
line seeds.
You want to
too,
try
so-
egg salad?
No, I'm gonna go
or
with the cream cheese one.
So
What
we got
we got?
strawberry vegetable cream cheese.
No, I'm gonna go strawberry.
Strawberry?
I enjoyed that
And it's
blueberry
on a
one.
French toast bagel.
Oh,
Mm.
I hit pay dirt. Thank you. Very good.
So we do add
Love it.
sugar to the French toast bagel, but we do it after the fact, just so like
Uh-huh.
the toasters don't go on fire now.
yeah.
We used
Oh,
to add it
man.
before, but
Yeah, we used to put it on beforehand for years, but the toaster's always, and
Right.
people really are into toasting their bagels more so now than ever.
Yeah, my granddaughter says you have to toast it for 22 seconds. It's like, you
Got it.
know. Well, she doesn't like it the slightest bit.
Right,
she
but
likes it.
hot.
She likes it
Warm.
warm,
yes.
and you know you
Yeah.
accommodate them. But it stinks because when you put the butter on it, it's melted, and you
yeah.
don't know how much butter you
What do
put on
putting
it. And-
yeah. Makes it hard.
But they're your grandkids, so you just give them a whole bunch
them
of
what they want.
butter.
yeah.
I turned out all
We
right.
don't worry
Bill
about
turned
that.
out all
I have
right.
2 grandchildren.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hopefully the next
And
employees.
another one coming too.
Yes.
3rd coming.
Exactly. They're going
Yeah,
to
it's
be.
gonna be the next
they're gonna-
generation
yeah.
of workers.
They'll start out putting seeds on it and then work their way up.
It's
Yeah.
funny because there's so many customers and people that I've known, employees that have come and gone, over the years, and it's like you feel like you're aging with the store.
Yeah.
Kids that used to come in as babies with their parents now come in as adults themselves and have
With
kids.
their kids, yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's scary
And I
how
look at
fast
them,
time
I'm
flies.
just like, wow, where did the time go?
Yeah, and then now you're thinking at the beginning, like you mentioned,
Yeah.
that you took it over, and it was like, how am I going to? And
Yeah,
you
oh,
did.
I was scared when that
Succeeded,
happened,
and here you
sure.
are going forward.
Yeah,
You
that
did a
was
great job,
scary.
boy.
And my kids were very young when it happened, so we had 3 stores going at the time.
Wow.
Now
Yeah,
you say
Bergen's Deli.
you say you're at that location coming up on 30 years. You
Yeah,
said.
29.
Wow.
29. Is it 29?
I'm turning 29 in March, so
Yeah.
29
So
years.
I lived in Deer Park. I had to have come by there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
And
millions
was
of
it always
times.
Wally's?
Yeah, it's been
'Cause
Wally's for 29 years.
It kind of rings a bell, but
Yeah.
I've been at a Deer Park since 2003.
I
I
was there.
graduated in 09 from Deer Park High School. So
09. How old are you now?
I'm 29.
29. Yeah, actually, my daughter graduated from Massapequa. She came to
Okay.
Massapequa for her graduating year, but she went to Deer Park High.
Ah.
And my son, he graduated from St. John's. He went to St. John the Baptist.
Right.
Oh,
right.
nice.
Yeah.
But I coached in Deer Park for like 15 years, so I had to have stopped at Wally's Bagels. I had to have.
Yeah.
I stopped at Wally's. That's my old turf.
I know you look so familiar to me. I know.
I
you
used to
from
go. My
somewhere.
neighborhood. I was from West Islip, but if you head behind Wally's, and you ran full blast, you go through North Babylon right there. Then there's a lake.
Yeah.
I was on the other. I
Deer
lived on the
Lake.
other side of that lake. I lived on Deer Lake.
And you weren't a
actually.
Wally customer?
I was a Wally
Yeah,
customer.
because
I'm just telling you.
I'm looking
yeah.
at you. I'm saying, I know this guy.
Yeah.
He's playing with.
Yeah.
Used to go to North Babylon movie theater across the street. Blah blah blah. The whole
Yeah.
bit.
Looks like you more coffee or you good?
You go.
Memories.
You can have
Cool,
some more. Yeah, we'll finish it off.
By the way, this coffee is sold nationwide, which is pointed out by Ken.
Ooh.
Bill, you
nationwide.
actually look like you grew up on the Big John.
Wally's Bagels, right?
You know what they say? Payback is a what?
Yeah, right. Wow.
Well, we are going to talk about
We're going to have to talk about you guys now, right?
who we represent. We actually belong to a group of comedians. We call ourselves the Veterans Comedy Assault. And we started this journey through Project Nineline, which is a place that Pat Donahue started. He was a veteran. And they have all kinds of workshops there. And they have music, they have art, and they have comedy. As a matter of fact, we're starting up a comedy class where we help to teach these up-and-coming veterans the art of stand-up. And then we do a show sometimes in front of 200-300 people. And it's awesome because everybody gets up there and their family gets to see give it a chance on, how they do that. And I'm very proud to say that this group of us get along great. There's probably 15 of us all together, and at any given time, 4 or 5 of us will go to perform. And we've just been asked to go. There's 4 comics going to Reno, Nevada to perform in front of 5,000 people
Wow.
at the VFW convention.
Yeah, but not us.
You're
They
not
heard-
going?
No, not us, not us. These four
He says
guys are
we're
really
going.
funny.
No, we are not going.
Oh,
Oh, I wanted you to take
No, it's,
full
no,
videos
there's
of Bill and Reno.
there's,
That's why.
there's
Yeah.
15 of us.
I can go to Reno on my own, though, but that's nothing to do with this.
We were going to go, but the plane had a weight limit, so Bill
Right.
and I got knocked out of that. So the four guys that are going are really skinny.
They also had a joke limit too. That's another reason we didn't.
except
Anyway,
for no, there's four comics that are going, and it's wonderful because it opened up a big highway for us as comedians and as veterans and as fellows. We've become friends.
Right.
Coming up on the fourth year of the comedy workshop at Project Nine Line.
Yeah.
And we've evolved into, like I said, Veterans Comedy Assault. We have a fun time, and we perform a lot in front of the Knights of Columbus, American Legion, VFWs, libraries. We're pretty funny. I think we're all pretty funny. And we all have our 5, 10 minutes,
Except for
15
Bill,
minutes.
though. Bill's not too funny.
Well, Bill actually started. I'll let Bill introduce himself through how me and him became friends. But he started, and I don't know if he finished last year, and now he's going to start again this year. Did you finish, Bill? Did you finish the class last year?
Oh, I got an F. That's so.
You got left back, in other
I
words?
got left back. Yeah,
He's
I
got to
left back.
repeat.
Yeah, I got left back on purpose. Actually, I want to go back, so I got to find a reason. So. But
Is it because you made people cry, not laugh? Is that why you got left back?
well, yeah. You're supposed. Oh, you're supposed to make people laugh when you do comedy. All right, hold on a minute. No wonder why I got it backwards.
Keep talking, Bill.
No,
Tell us
Bill,
how.
wait.
Well, you
We
just
gave you the mic.
It's like what was that improv class we took? When you ask
Yes.
a certain question, leave the guy stonewalled. That's what you did to me. So I'm like, okay, what's next? Is there gonna be another question coming?
All right, you want me to answer?
I'm on the
I'll
radio
ask you
and I'm on
questions.
TV.
You answer them.
No, okay, I don't want to do that.
Bill, just answer me one question. Did you go through the metal detector on the way into the studio today?
I hope not. I would have never made it in. What are you kidding me? But I did tell America on the way in that because we kind of go through lines on the way here, like some stuff I came up with, and one of the things I came up with was I actually am related to the first casualty of the Civil War. And I'm trying to make a joke out of that, but I don't know how to do that. I'm going to say, see how we started out? Something like that.
Do you know what side he was on?
He was on the Union side.
On the
He
Union
actually
side.
got killed in Fort Sumter.
Okay, yeah, that was the first.
Yeah.
The first battle, I think,
Yeah.
right?
But how do you make a joke out of it? I'm thinking like, let me think.
Well,
he didn't get a medal because
from what I remember, he
Uh-oh.
had gotten shot in the knee by one of those little metal balls that they
Musket
shot at the
ball.
musket
mini
balls,
ball they call that.
Is that
which he ended up dying of infections due to his knee.
Well, it's not
But
true.
it's
A lot of
better.
amputations back then.
But it's
actually.
better to get hit with one of those little balls in the knee than to get kneed in the balls. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So,
Oh, okay, all right.
so he made out. He made out okay.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Yep.
That was an old joke I had from.
Yeah. You figured you
pawn
really,
shops.
you really had to work on that one to
But
get
Bill,
it.
are you serious? Is that really true though? About the
It is true.
really?
Yes. Yeah. So, but how do you turn it into a comedy thing? I also, because what happens is you sit there and you see subjects, right? So you want to try to harp
Right.
on a subject that's kind of funny, right?
You want to try and
So,
turn tragedy into comedy too.
Well,
but-
pretty much. Yeah, okay, that's, but here's a tragic thing. I started watching Nature Channel the other day. And so I'm watching this guy, and what this guy was doing was he was walking around Yellowstone Park trying to find out when the bears are going to come out of hibernation. And all of a sudden it dawned on me, I'm like, is this guy out of his freaking mind? I mean, all right, so they come out. What's the first thing a bear does when he comes out after 6 months? He wants to eat, right?
Right.
So here's this yokel going around looking for bears coming out of. I'm like, they must have, they must have a new guy for that job every couple of months because
Maybe he should carry a bag of a dozen Wally's bagels.
Exactly. I was just thinking that. I swear to God, I was thinking if
Did
he
it
brought
have more
Wally's
than a dozen
bagels,
on 'em, though?
and he's going to have to use Wally's bagels because it's out west, so he's going to have them shipped. You know, and by the way, I did hear in the past, plenty of times, especially Florida, I've heard of people shipping bagels, like people who come home for the weekend or
Yeah,
something, and
yeah,
they right,
yeah.
and they get a big
yeah.
bag of bagels
Oh,
and bring
yeah.
them to
They've
Texas.
gone
or-
everywhere.
I'm sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
Gone out
right
of the
before a flight,
country.
they come
Yeah.
and get
Yeah,
the bagels, right?
yeah.
Yeah. We have customers that have moved out of country and their family sends it to them and they miss Wally's. They've gone as far as I think I want to say like Japan. I've heard they were at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
They tried it. I know
Wow.
they're gone. I don't know how it worked out, but
But
just
then
very
they call it-
expensive to overnight.
They would make it. I mean,
They call
you're
it
going to get there
Wally's
within a day. Bagels are fine for a day or
Yeah.
two.
They
No,
just bring
our
them on the
bagels are-
plane with them.
In
Yeah.
all honesty, I have somebody in Florida that I send them to, and it could cost a lot of money to do overnight. And I
Yeah.
do it-
Sure, right.
I used to do it consistently and I do the 3 days, the priority mail. And when she gets them, because they don't have good bagels there, they slice them and they put them in the freezer. So it
Yeah.
don't
They can always
matter.
freeze it.
And they're still pretty fresh when they get them.
I love bagels.
Doing it
Yeah.
You
every
had
day.
you have very good bagels here.
Thank you.
I mean, I'm looking at your everything from here, and just the visual on it, honestly.
Oh, yeah, it
was
makes you
delicious.
hungry. Yeah,
right.
it makes you hungry.
You know, usually you get like the.
Don't get too attached. I'm taking them home.
Usually, like you'll see, like the garlic is always burnt on some of them.
Yeah, right. Well,
the onion
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
that's
I
what they
never
mentioned.
And it gets bitter,
Yeah,
from
yeah,
that,
yeah.
But no, that looks like a really good, a
We
good
have
freaking
a very
everything.
A
Very
good
good.
presentation.
I'm glad I
for
had
them.
one.
No, they're very good. I had 2 different kinds with 2 different fillings, and it
I'm
was
glad I live around the corner from you too.
yeah.
See? Well, you can get them really
I-
You'll
easy.
see us.
I
We'll be
told
there.
you know what happened was when I first moved in the neighborhood about 2 years ago. I see because of my disability, I looked to get a delivery,
Yeah.
and I called you guys up, and you said that you don't deliver.
Yeah.
But now I understand why you don't deliver because you're always busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, delivering one bagel, it's like, hello.
no, I mean I want like a dozen bagels and cream cheese and stuff like that, for my family and stuff,
Yeah.
But it's definitely worth. I mean, my wife the other day she said, "Where can I get a good bagel around here?" I said, "Go to Wally's." I mean, everybody
Everybody
says
else
it's
goes to
good,
Wally's.
And she came home and she brought me an egg sandwich.
Oh, you did have one.
I like flagels, by the way,
Yeah.
and you have to tell me what the difference is in the
It's,
flagel.
it's honestly just a flat bagel.
Yeah, but it was
Yeah.
delicious. I had a poppy
Yeah.
flagel with bacon and an egg, and I get mayonnaise on mine. I don't know if that's
yeah.
weird or
People
anything
do.
like
People,
that, but
people will do
Hot
mayonnaise, ketchup, and syrup.
right. I don't go for
Yeah.
the ketchup and the stuff like
Yeah,
that.
or
They did the
jelly.
hot sauce
Right.
on it too.
But I tell you, it was good, and my wife had one. The bagel was huge,
Yeah.
and I said, "This is it," I
This is
said,
the way to go, and I only
I'll
ate
wake my
100
son up on a
calories.
Sunday morning and tell him to go and
Go
get
get
bagels.
Wally's.
Go to Wally's.
But
Yeah.
don't get scared of the line. It goes
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah, I'm
We
sure it
have-
does. You
we
guys
have
got
Yeah.
it down to
12
a science,
people behind,
And I
Yeah.
think it's amazing that you don't have catering. And that says a lot about your place, believe it or not, that they don't need to do the catering.
Yep, yep,
It's not
yep.
your thing. It's not your niche.
Yeah.
Your niche is strictly
As a-
pumping out the bagels.
We
Yeah.
were
which
very
is
well
great.
known for our party bagels when I did the
The
catering.
3-footer.
Yeah, they're round.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, right.
I was very well known for that, and also the heroes. But when my husband went down, I couldn't handle. He did most of the catering himself, so things would get done in the
Oh, it's a
middle
whole
of the
nother
night.
business. I mean, you
Yeah,
got to prepare
so-
for 100 people. It's the same
had
thing
it
you're doing for the next hour.
Kind of tough because I had to now go in at 3 in the morning and train people to open the store, and that's how my son-in-law got involved. He started opening, but first I had my nephew there, so I used to meet him there at 3 o'clock in the morning together. I didn't even go to go in by myself or anything.
Now,
Yeah, yeah.
So,
do you guys supply to anybody?
no,
You don't do any supplies to
no,
any
no wholesale.
restaurants or
No
anything like
wholesale.
that, right?
Honestly, at this
Wow,
point,
that's
there's
amazing.
not enough
Yeah.
room to breathe in there.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
No, I'm
So
So
saying.
that's why
Tight.
we're hoping in 2020 now we're
Right.
working on a solution to make it so we
Right.
can open up what else we can do.
No, I mean,
Expand, yeah.
in a
Yeah.
way,
It makes it easier for us
Right.
to work to get people in and out.
you
of
know what
there
though? In a
quicker.
way, sometimes it's good that you don't do that
Yeah.
because you don't know what those people are going to do to your bagels once they get them.
Yeah.
And that could wreck your
Right,
reputation.
Right, sure.
You know what I mean, Margo?
Yeah,
They
that
can-
could.
They can keep them, make them stale, whatever. You know what I mean?
Exactly,
So
right.
in a way,
Use
it's
it the
good that
next
you don't
day.
do that.
Yeah.
And also for your demand as well. You know, you're the only game in town, so come to us. You know,
Did anybody
about that.
anybody see the movie about the guy who made McDonald's joke? What was
Yes,
it? Ray
Ray
Kroc.
Kroc, right,
right.
yeah.
But in the beginning, they had franchises, and he went to some of the franchises. Some guys were like cooking chicken and stuff. They were like,
Right.
no, this is not
Right,
it.
exactly.
The guy was like, well,
Stick to what
people
you
like
know.
chicken. They're like, well, that's not what we sell.
Yes. Yes.
This is
stick
when
to it.
McDonald's started?
Yes, sir.
Is that,
Yeah. When
they just
started.
wanted hamburgers.
Well, no, he wanted them just to sell hamburgers, and then they would do
McDonald's
like
is a
chicken,
place that they
so-
sell the same exact thing every
Right, he
store.
wanted consistency.
Yeah, yeah,
So what
yeah,
they
yeah,
did was they gave out the franchise in the beginning, and then some guys were like cooking chicken legs, and another guy was
Yeah, yeah.
making tacos. And they were
Yeah.
like, no, this
No,
ain't
no.
gonna work.
It's
Right.
got to be the same, yeah.
So the thing is that there's like a Wally's Bagels in it's in North Babylon now. So said he said it opened one in Bayshore. All of a sudden they go there and the guy's like, I don't know, he's making liver and onions or something. You're like, no, it's not, that's not it.
Right.
Isn't this store? We don't do that here.
I mean, it's just like I used to know a pizzeria in Coney Island. It was called what the hell was the name of it?
What, Phil, you owned a pizza store? in
No,
Coney
no,
Island?
no, no.
Oh,
I
oh.
knew some people. I knew about this place in Coney Island. It was called Tortoni Pizza, and they had the coal ovens.
Ooh, nice.
And
Coal
it was
brick,
a
yeah.
family business and everything. And they would just make a certain amount of dough, and after it was done,
That's it.
That's it. They shut the doors on everybody.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I literally went out there with a couple of my friends to get this pizza, right?
And it was closed.
And it was only 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and we walk in, and the guy says, "Sorry, we're closed." They're like, "Are you kidding me? It's Saturday." He goes, "No, that's it. Once the dough is done, we're
done."
done."
That's it.
Wait a minute. They would make one pizza, and that was it, or a bunch of them?
No, just
they-
one
they had, like-
pizza. One
One
pizza
pizza.
they would make.
And
8
we
people would
missed
come
it.
in, get a slice, and
And
then
we
it would
missed
close.
No, but how?
Yeah.
What was the pizza that good? Is that it?
It was
that good?
delicious.
They were
Wasn't that a
comfortable.
world?
It
was
stay
cold
in
stone
business
pizza.
selling one pie a day.
No,
Yeah.
They would make all their dough.
Oh,
I
make
just
a
heard of
He
it.
lot.
would make the guy would make like
They said
maybe,
one pizza.
like-
I'm like,
pizza for like pizza dough. He'd do his little dough, like when they shape the pizza.
Oh, he
with.
made pizza
Yeah.
dough.
Well, you want to explain it to American? I'm
I don't know, man. I'm losing this whole
I don't
story.
even
Let's
want
say-
to touch
I'm
it.
Let's say the guy he measures
No,
his
they
dough
really-
per
Oh,
pizza.
okay.
Okay. So let's say he makes 200 portions
Of
of pizza.
dough. He would
of
just
dough for
make
pizza.
one thing.
Okay.
Okay. Once he made 200 pizzas,
Done.
that's
okay,
it.
you got
He didn't like have a guy in the back
Right.
make the dough again, and
No,
that would
no,
be
you
like
were done.
cooking
I don't
X amount
blame
of
him.
bagels a day and then
Right.
having nobody cook anything.
So
when
That's
they,
it.
go on,
they just
sorry,
went to
it.
their capacity,
You wanna
and that was
roll?
it.
That's it.
I heard the same story about a restaurant a couple of weeks ago. The guy, believe it or not, he roasts a pig every week. I don't know where the hell this place is, but anyway, he roasts a pig every week, and he cuts it all up. And when the pig's gone, they close. And
Right.
it seems to sell
keep
out.
it
So I
fresh.
guess.
He's
Right.
not doing
Well,
that good
definitely
if he's
fresh.
cooking one pig a week.
Yeah.
One pig a day.
All right, man. What I don't know. Okay, he cooks 50 pigs a day. I don't know. You're the biggest. Okay.
This guy's in business. He cooks one pig.
I
One
just
pig a day.
Next week he cooks one other pig.
right, and it's a baby pig too, by the way. Maybe it's a 500-pound
Did
pig.
you
What's-
I don't know.
What's
Come
good
on.
about that kind of a business is this, period. That you make a good product.
Right.
And once you
And no one
start
else can get it.
making way too much stuff, you got to start making stuff and putting it in the freezer and holding it and hoping that somebody comes. And then it's 3
not
days
the
old
same.
sausage or
Right.
meatballs. You know what I mean? So that's why, I'm a good cook. And they wanted me to do a restaurant. I was like, it's a lot of work. And if I did do it,
Right.
I would say, today I'm making this, and that. If you like that, come in. If you don't like that, don't come in because I'm
Right.
only going to serve 30 people and I'm closing.
Right.
Then tomorrow I'm going to make this, that, and that. That's it. You don't have any. No,
Well, like
that's.
in restaurants when they have a special a day, they only make, let's say, 15 portions. and once it's out, it's out.
Yeah.
But getting back to the pig, did you know where the most tasty and meatiest part of the pig is?
I don't know.
The cheek.
The cheek of the
Really?
The
pig.
cheek of the pig, right? You heard that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. It's
Is that where
tender.
the expression "turn the other cheek" comes from?
I don't know. All I know is that's why A lot of my aunts used to pinch my cheek to see if I was ready to eat.
Exactly.
Actually, before you gave me the answer, I thought I was going to say like the ear or something. I was like,
No, you know why though? Because on any animal, it's like a fish. It's the same thing. The rest of the body has muscles. Muscles tend to get tough, and now the meat is tougher. So usually, like on the fish, also the cheekbones underneath. That's like, and people throw the whole head out, and like you're really throwing out the best part.
Right.
not my wife. She's
She doesn't-
Filipino.
she
She
makes-
actually yelled. I remember the first time I
She
cut the
uses every
fish, and
bit
she
of
went,
it.
"What did you do with the head?" I went, "What? Why?"
Yeah,
And I
fish-
should have known better.
Fish
But
head
it
soup.
actually has a lot of really good meat on it. It really does.
Yeah,
So
fish head
it's-
soup. Yeah, without a
They
doubt.
don't make fish head soup, but it's
Well, they use the fish heads for the flavoring of the soup.
They
Right?
do. They do. It's not only soup though. They bake it. They whatever the hell. But,
I went to a French school, and we would take anything, bones, anything, and put it into the soup to make the stock.
oh yeah.
So
Yeah,
it doesn't make a difference if it's the head or wherever,
I can't find that now. My mom used to make the bone marrow. I remember, like,
Yes.
she big chunk
buy
of
the marrow.
bone, and I would suck the marrow out
Right.
of it. Oh my, there's nothing like
my
that.
That, they would do it.
Oh,
they-
my
they used
God,
to
I
call
can't
that
find
a,
it.
My father did
What do you mean you
that.
can't find it? Can't find a bone?
They used to call that the.
If I do, it's frozen. God knows. My mom used to go to the butcher. I mean, the cow
yeah,
was
yeah,
probably
yeah,
slaughtered
yeah.
3 days before.
right, right.
Unless he was that pig guy, he would only slaughter one cow a month.
yeah.
you know?
They used to call it the demi-glace when I was.
Oh,
in
that's
France.
so good.
They take the bones and the veal bones and the
Oh.
marrow and everything, and then they would make a stock out of that.
Yeah, bone marrow is really good. I mean, I was born in Argentina, and we didn't have a whole lot of money, so my mom, I mean,
Right.
Argentinians, we cook the whole cow, pig.
Right.
We don't waste anything. So
I'm from Sicilian descent. They
Oh,
eat
my
everything.
God.
Oxtails.
they should bring
everything.
bring that back. There's
Yeah.
nothing, But
Peasant food.
who's gonna buy cow brain? It's like, ew.
Oh, yeah.
cow
My father
brain
used to
is
eat
cow brain is great
The cow brains all the time.
with
I
a
used to
little
look
bit of
at 'em.
butter.
I used to watch him like
Almost
saute
as
that.
good as Wally Bagels.
I used to watch him saute that in the frying pan.
Oh,
I
it's
would
awesome.
Shake my head.
Awesome.
Say, would you like to try some, Felix? I'm like, no.
Oh, it's awesome. It's awesome.
Then when I became a chef, I had to taste the organs. I couldn't get away from it.
Oh God.
I had to do the kidneys. I had to do the sweetbreads.
Oh,
You ever see
sweetbreads.
sweetbreads?
It's pancreas.
Yeah, that's.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, we used to make them in a ravioli or whatever. Any way to hide.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yummy.
And the liver we used to do.
The only thing I'm not crazy about is tripe. I find tripe to be
Really,
a little
I love
chewy.
tripe. I love tripe. You got
You know, I
to. It's
find it-
all in the method, the cooking method.
I like the
boiling and
soup
everything.
around it. My grandmother,
Yeah.
5 in
Right.
while Linda and Jenny were opening up the bagel place. Here's my grandma chopping up onions.
Right.
Every day she'd chop up onions.
Soften
that was,
it up.
Yeah,
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
making a soup.
How about baked clams? You can still make baked clams?
We don't have enough time for the baked clam story, but Bill gave me some clams and I never gave him one, and that's why he's
Oh,
mad at me.
you didn't share with him on that, right?
First thing is, I take him on a boat. Now listen to this.
Oh,
He's
we
going
weren't
on
gonna
a
make
boat.
story.
Bill, you have a boat.
So I go out, right? So I figured, okay, I got a newbie on the boat. You ever been in a boat before this? No. Okay.
Yeah, no.
What was it, like an
He was in
aircraft
a
carrier or
plane.
something?
He
Or
was in a plane,
what
not a
was
boat.
it? So, probably a cruise on the what do you call it thing? Anyway, go out there, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna go clamming. Oh, I'm not going in the water. I'm like, really,
Boy.
really?
Yeah, it was October 43rd.
Oh.
like
Yeah, I got you.
I'm going in the water. I'm like, no. Plus, I didn't want to get naked in front of another guy. Just, if there was some girls around,
You were
maybe.
in the
But
military. You should have been used to that. No.
yeah, no. I mean, yeah, no.
No.
No,
Yeah, but
it's-
he's the Air Force. They had like penthouse apartments.
we had
and
our,
you never saw
we had
another
our
guy.
own showers.
After basic training, yeah, you never saw another
You had
guy. It
shower
was
stalls.
sep-
You didn't have
right.
like a shower
No,
open.
no.
I joined the Air Force because they said, listen, I said, who's got the best food? They said, the Air Force. I was like, all right, sign me up. I'm in
Navy
the
and
Air Force.
I guess.
Then I saw the little wings.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I pictured blue cheese with the wings. I'm there. I'm in there. And my grandfather was not in the Civil War, and he did not get shot in the knee with a ball.
So, what was he? Your grandfather or great grandfather?
No, he was like a cousin.
Oh, a cousin.
No, if he actually he was my
Okay.
great grandfather, he'd have to be like my great grand something like that. Right?
Right.
I don't know how far back. 1861.
Really?
That
Yeah.
only goes with
So
grandparents.
That's when the Civil War started. I know that.
Fort Sumter was the first battle.
First Sparta. What happened? Tell you what would happen. What happened was
People were having picnic lunches while it was going
They
on.
were having picnic lunches, and the Confederates are shelling them. So what happened was they gave up. They surrendered. The flag went up, and the guy who ran it, who by the way was the teacher of the guy who was shelling them in West Point.
Yeah, that's
'Cause everybody knew
possible.
everybody.
Yeah, right, yeah.
So and what happened was he decided to have like since we're surrendered and since we're going to leave anyway, let's have a commemorative blow off the cannon thing, And they told him not to do it. They said no, it's close quarters. Oh yeah, no, we're going to blow off all the cannons. And actually, what happened was when he blew up the cannons, they had a big some of the
The shrapnel.
the ammo went off,
Yeah,
and
right.
then shrapnel or whatever killed him. So,
Oh.
but he was actually the first Private Daniel Howe. He was the first guy killed in Civil War. So, but he
Daniel
he
Howe?
must have had a couple of kids before he got killed because that's how he's my relative.
He must have if you heard him.
Right?
Daniel Howe.
Yeah.
I know. That sounds
H-O-W-E,
Oriental.
right?
H-O-U-G-H. Howe.
How? Okay.
Howe, that's
Hogue.
right.
Hogue. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, it's silent with the H, right?
What's, what was the guy on Gilligan's Island? Wasn't that Mr. Howell?
Mr. Howell. Howell.
Not that guy.
Like Bell and Howell.
Love it. Oh, love it.
Okay, folks, I think we're coming up to the goodbye time.
Wow, that went
Come
quick.
on.
That was good.
That went
I want
really
to do my
quick.
British accent.
Well, before, you can do it at the end. You can
Okay,
say
good.
cheerio or something like that. How's that? Well, Linda and Jen, thank you for coming. We
Thank you
enjoyed
for having us.
Yes,
we
thank
enjoyed
you.
everything immensely. We're going to give you a big
Thank you.
clap for that.
Thank you for
For
brunch.
Wally, back in the
Yay.
Wally world, we're gonna
Yes.
give him
Back to Wally
give him
World.
an applause. Kudos
Wait,
to him for
wait,
having
he's-
a wonderful family and a
You're
wonderful
getting it back. Look at that.
business that he
Thank
created.
He's going to call up and tell them
It was
how
a
to close
little
off.
feminine. The pink and the thing.
Pen.
I was
Oh,
gonna keep it,
You
but
sure you don't want to
He's
keep
not
it?
gonna pocket it.
So,
I do, but I
And-
don't.
It's Snoopy.
thanks
I'm having
to-
a feminine
thanks to
battle
Robert
right
T.
now.
Johnson.
What is this?
America and
For
I
the
love
coffee.
the coffee.
Thank you,
Thank
Mr.
you very
Johnson.
much.
Right? And I really want to try and think of some kind of a road trip maybe after my hip gets better. I would love to do
Hey,
that.
guess
with
what?
you
Guess
guys.
what? It's on the table, man.
On the road.
Well, then why don't we
on
do
the road
this?
with vets.
Do you have contact with Mr. Johnson?
Yes, I do.
Sometime. Okay,
he
so-
actually messages me.
So
at night
he
sometimes.
will tell us what's the best time to go down there.
When he
Okay.
could house us.
Well, I don't know about that. Let's
Well,
not push
we
it.
could go visit him and maybe some of the other fans that we have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In the area, we could do that.
We could buy antiques along the way, and
Put him in the van.
Before we go, though, we have to get 24 Wally bagels though for the
Yeah.
trip.
we gotta
There
get
you
we
go.
gotta
Hey,
get
listen.
more than 2
Travel.
dozen.
We're
We
gonna start
gotta
off with egg sandwiches on the road.
we gotta
Yeah.
get we gotta get what Jenny said about the 3,000. We gotta get those 3,000 bagels to go
And we
down
can
there.
distribute them like as we're going. You know,
I'll get a
people
trailer.
across
I
the
got a
country.
trailer behind the van, and we'll
You
fill
can
the
do our
trailer up.
advertising first. Hand them out along the road trip.
Yeah.
Actually, we're
You
really
know, I used
thinking
to
of
do
that.
sponsoring too. I used to do
The runs.
the runs.
Okay.
The,
Post
post
office.
office cafe.
When they first started.
Oh yeah, Babylon. Yeah.
Yeah, they used to have the runs all the time.
Right.
I used to do it every year. Bring the kids. They would like run in the race.
Sponsor of North
Yeah.
Babylon.
And we would bring
Football,
bagels.
baseball.
Can I
And
give
after
out-
they ran, they would eat bagels.
Sure.
Can I give out T-shirts in West Virginia?
Yeah, and T-shirts we had. We didn't bring a T-shirt.
Oh,
He just wants to
man.
meet
I
girls.
forgot
That's
that.
what
I'm
he
a
wants.
T-shirt fanatic.
Yeah, we'll get you T-shirts.
Bill just wants to meet girls, right? That's why you want to do that.
No, I don't.
No,
I
he's
don't even like
actually got
girls.
his eye on another piece of that bagel.
Bill's
over
got
there.
like
Exactly.
He's got
That's
a
right.
hose in one hand and a T-shirt in the other. He goes, "Ladies, we're gonna have a contest, right?"
I just want you to. I just want you guys to know out there that we appreciate your support, and you can punch us in on Facebook, social media. We're called the Veterans Comedy Assault. Like I said, there's like 15 of us, and we go out 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 of us, and we'll do a show for you. We like to do benefits. We like to help other veterans, and so keep your eye out for us, and look for us in July in Reno. We're going to be in Reno in July.
Okay. And Wally's, give your address and any Facebooks, any websites. Go
Sure.
ahead.
We got Wally's at 1137 Deer Park Avenue, North Babylon, one block north of the Southern State.
Yep.
And we are on Instagram and Facebook.
And Facebook.
Yes.
Okay.
Under just Wally's Bagels.
Okay. So before I say goodbye, Bill,
What's up, Governor?
there you go. Bill, you have exactly 3 minutes.
All
to
right,
do your
Governor.
British,
All right, one
routine.
thing I want to bring out is that Okay, we said I used to live near Deer Lake, and right near Wally's Bagels. But I want to tell you something. The North Babylon people call that Greenwood Lake.
Greenwood?
I was surprised when you said Deer Lake.
No, I've always known
They
it as
always
Deer
call
Lake.
we on our side was Deer Lake, their side was Greenwood Lake, and he used to have a Greenwood Lake Country Club back then,
Did I say you British?
and it was a
accent?
Deer Lake community
See,
club.
he
Yes.
started out. He
And
started out.
if you lived in that neighborhood, you had a little pass with a deer on it, and they had a Greenwood Lake pass, and they would
Oh, wow.
they had a little
that
place
right?
where people went
You noticed
swimming
that too,
and the
right?
whole
He
bit,
started
yeah.
out with a
Wow.
British accent, and next thing you know, there's a conflict. Tell us about the prince. What happened with the prince and this girl? They're going to Canada, and your British accent. What's going on there?
I haven't kept up on it, mate. I don't know what they did.
They're
But I
moving-
do
they're
know
moving
the
to
next
Canada.
time I go to it's Australian accent. the next time I go to Canada, I'm bringing me some Wally's bagels. Oh wait a minute, Wally's bagels, kind of Australian, right?
Yeah, it is.
Wally,
A
Wallaby.
Wallaby, yeah,
Right,
yeah.
you know, hey, why don't you just hop on in? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you let a monster loose, Felix.
I know, man. I know. It's great, though. I'm glad you're here, Bill. I'm glad you guys are here. I'm
Have a
glad
good time.
Wally's
Thank you
is
very
here.
much.
No,
Thanks
thank
again,
you.
Jen,
Thank
for
you
giving me
very
that
much.
call that you're on.
Thank you for calling.
Really appreciate it. Okay, next week we got Super Bowl, folks.
Ooh.
So I got a good show for Super Bowl. We have Satellite Pizza. We have 212 Brewery. We have Huntington Humidor Cigars.
Wow.
We also may have Ray again, who Ray has been on the show before, and he makes pretzels, huge pretzels.
Oh, wow. Those Bavarian ones.
Yeah. So we're gonna have a good Super Bowl party.
You need a sidekick.
I
don't
wish
you?
I
You need a
wish I could
sidekick?
have you guys on, but we may not have the room though, so we may have to put you on the other side of the camera or something like that.
Bill
you
might.
know?
Bill might
you wanna
come.
I know. I think you need a sidekick.
You come over here.
A
For
sidekick
I think
that I
Felix.
can
I
kick
think.
around, or-
Yeah, like Johnny Carson had
Ed McMahon.
Ed McMahon. You know.
Howard
whoever.
Stern had Baba Booey, right?
Right, that's right. That's right.
Starsky and Hutch had Rooster.
Right. Yeah, right.
Husky and Hutch.
Was it Rooster or Huggy Bear?
It's crazy. I just turned 65, and it's insane how we talk about. Well, you guys
People
aren't that far
stand
behind
out
me,
there,
but
though, yeah.
you talk about 40 years ago like
Right.
it was yesterday. It's like, you know.
Yeah.
it's-
Right.
Well, when he said Kojak for one.
Kojak.
I
I
know.
love
Yeah.
Loved
Kojak.
Kojak
The
when I
lollipop.
was young. Oh, yeah.
In fact,
He
speaking of
was
which,
cool.
no wait, that was Telly Savalas. and
Yeah,
Kojak.
Telly
Yeah.
Savalas.
Who
But
loves
I
you,
went to
baby?
get a haircut, just joking around. I said to the girl, I go, "Can I have a Yul Brenner?" And she went, "Who's that?" And I went, "You don't know Yul Brenner."
You know,
How
the
old
King and
am
I.
How old am I?
You know, Magnificent Seven.
Oh my god!
No, it's,
I didn't say. I wouldn't say. I went Westworld. I don't know.
a lot of that world is lost.
I don't think nothing was going to bring her in. Nothing. She was,
Right.
There's no connection at all.
Right.
I'm getting so old as of late. I'll be sitting there, you know, watching television, and I'll sneeze, and I'll be like, "Was that a heart attack?" You know, and all of a sudden I'll get like a little twitch. I think I'm having a stroke.
I know,
You
but you gotta
know,
be careful though.
It's like, I know you got to be real careful, but it's like, you know, like I continue to live to laugh and keep going. That's why I stay in this shape. I don't want to die healthy. I want to die happy. You know.
Well, I'll be the happiest.
Not today
man
though.
alive.
Not today. I
One
want to
day.
be able to
Yeah,
digest
but
that.
I don't
Wally
believe
baby.
that jogging story.
All right,
before.
we're gonna have to.
Come on.
I just got the rolling sign, so
It's a wrap.
we're definitely gonna wrap it up. Thank you, everybody. For
Thank
coming
you,
here.
Felix.
No problem. My pleasure. And next week's gonna be the Super Bowl. Tonight, watch Graz and the Soul. What was her name? The Soul Sister. is
Soul
on tonight.
Sister.
Soul
Something
Sister.
like that. The Soul Sister or the. I forgot her name, but it's Georgia Rose, and she has a tarot card show tonight,
There you go.
Whoa.
right after us.
Get your
Wow.
future read.
Right, Soul Space. That's the name of it.
Ooh.
All right, and we have Grass tonight at 9 in company. All
How
right?
cool is that?
Knock 'em Dead tomorrow. Breakfast Club. Everybody else on. So we're gonna wrap it up. Cheerio, Bill.
Cheerio,
Linda,
mate.
Jen, and Amerigo.
Thank you for having
Uh,
us.
I'm
next
a bit knackered.
Next week is the Super Bowl, and I think I might consider trying to see if we can get everybody on there. So.
I will not be here. I will be
Okay.
sunning my butt in
That's right,
a sunny state.
So if I got to contact you, you have to just let me know.
Yeah.
All right.
We
All right, so that's it. That's a wrap. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
I'm not allowed out of the
Thanks for
state, so
coffee.
you can find Bill
That's it. Thanks.
any post office you'll find.